Good morning students, this is Ma'am Spring in her English classes and this class of mine is for class 12. Class 12 we have already completed one chapter of the prose and now we'll further do one of the story from the short story section. So in this short story section you are asked to give short answers. You are not asked to give any reference to context from this section, so we will not be doing it in an explanation form. I'll be just giving the gist of the story and will be reading this story so that you may get that what is there in this story. So let us start with this. First story of your syllabus is the Gold Watch. This Gold Watch is written by Ponjikara Raffi, and this Ponjikara Raffi, the author of this story The Gold Watch, was a Malayalam author and he was born in Kerala in 1924. He was a trade unionist. He was critic of the abuses of the church and the priest. He began to write the stories of low paid workers. He wrote novels in full length also. So this story is a story of a low paid worker of a factory named as Sanku. His wages were very low. He had a wife, he had 2 children in his family, and he had to pay loan which was taken from various sources, but he was unable to pay it. So he decided to steal the gold watch of his factory engineer so that he might pay the loan back. He was afraid to be punished. Now we'll be starting with this story, that what were the thoughts which troubled him after stealing the watch, or what were the conditions which compelled Sanku to steal that gold watch of his engineer. So Sanku was a laborer in a factory. His engineer was an Englishman. The engineer had a gold watch with a gold chain. He used to leave the gold watch on his office table just inside a half open window every noon when he went out for lunch. Then Sanku was a very poor man, as I told you. He was much in debt. He had to pay back money to so many persons. He had no money with him, so he wanted to steal the gold watch through the half open window when everyone would go out for lunch. But Sanku was a sort of coward. He was not very confident, or he was not very brave. He was a coward. For so many days he tried to steal it, but his courage always failed him to do so. On the other hand, Sanku was very much afraid of the people who wanted their money back from him. As he had no money to pay, he was compelled to steal the gold watch of the British engineer. His family conditions were also which compelled him to do so. Sanku had a wife and 2 children in his family. They also had to suffer due to poverty. His wife was about to deliver her 3rd child. He had to spend money on the bare necessities of his family. Even that was beyond his means. His wife wanted ointment for the child. She also wanted bananas for the hungry baby. There was no milk for the children. There was no money to buy these things. His wife needed money for her 3rd baby also, who was about to come. It all made him more helpless. One day, when everybody had left for lunch in the noon time, the British engineer had also gone out, leaving his gold watch on the office table. Sanku gathered courage and stole the gold watch through the half-closed window of the office. After stealing the watch, Sanku felt highly nervous. He trembled. He was badly afraid of being caught, insulted, and dismissed. So, what he did afterwards? Sanku was so much nervous and afraid that he put the gold watch back at its place and walked away with a sigh of relief. So this was summary of the story which we are going to do today. So I'll be reading the first two paragraphs in this lecture, and in the next video I'll be giving the explanation of the rest of the story. So let us move. As on many previous nights, Sanku could not get any sleep that night. He turned and tossed in his bed, but it was no use. He was not able to sleep during nights because he had to pay debts of many people. The more he thought, the worse he felt. He closed his eyes and lay on his torn mat in the darkness. Torn mat shows his pity condition, or the poor condition in which he used to live. And yet he could see it as clearly as during the day, the deserted office room when everyone had gone out for rest for lunch. The glass window was only partly closed. On one end of the table inside were a few fat volumes means books. At the other end, a pen and ink bottles and so forth. And in between was a gold watch with its gold chain placed on a book. So this was what the condition of the room where that gold watch was kept, which he wanted to steal. Open the window and stretch out your hand about a foot and you can pick it up. Everybody is out for lunch. Nobody will know. These were the thoughts of Sanku. Sanku remembered his efforts, his cowardice and his vacillation during the past few days. It was not that he did not try this thing for many times, but he could not gather all his courage to do so. That is why he was unable to pick up that watch for many times. He had never seen anyone there at that time, and yet he had been afraid. He had trembled and felt breathless. That was why he had refrained from taking the watch every time. Whenever he goes to pick up that watch, he felt a kind of breathlessness and he felt nervous. That is why he could not pick up that watch all the time. And this breathlessness or this nervousness made him not to steal the watch, because he was in such a position that anybody could see him stealing that watch. He was not a brave person. He could not do it for many of times. This is all about for today's lecture, and in the next lecture I'll be continuing with this short story. So till then, stay safe, stay home, and